from the business. So as you know, on Omnibus, on Indonesia have been facing challenges on hyper regulations and bureaucracy. I think prior to the Omnibus, government stated that we have about 8,848 central government regulation and 14,000 over ministerial regulation and 15,900 local government regulation. So this is all become challenge for Indonesia, especially because a lot of these are overlap between the central and the local government, and also creating a very massive uncertainty in doing business, bottlenecking in investment and weigh down business productivity, as well as effort to achieve a more higher economic efficiency. So Indonesia's worker absorption, I think, needs to be highlighted because before, in 2013, we have every 1 trillion investment, we have about 4,595 workers absorption. But in 2019, every 1 trillion can only absorb about 1,277 workers. This is really bad news for us since we are demanded to create at least 2 million jobs per annum to service our demographic bonus in 2030. So this investment data also shows that Indonesia economy is slowly but surely in transition to the Industry 4.0 and automation, and requires a completely different set of labor market dynamics that cannot be entertained in the previous labor law number 13, 2013, which was made over the mindset of more long-term work service. Nature of the work in Industry 4.0 demands also a higher flexibility to workers' mobility and centralized on dynamic skill set rather than the long-term work service. So prior to this, I think Indonesia do not have any clear industrialization policy, which also lower Indonesia's capability to recover faster from the pandemic, as we are more a consumption-based economy. So we also have issue on stagnation in the business competitiveness. As you know, although we have slightly improved in our ease of doing business since 2007, but in fact, in starting a business, we have Indonesia ranked on static efficiency is still within the best 100 countries in the world. I think it was ranked 140 out of 169. So on starting a business is still an issue. And then also Business Complexity Index, I think issued in January 2020, also ranked Indonesia as the #1 country in which doing business is extraordinarily complex. Also in Global Competitiveness Index, I think we are down in 2019, 5 ranks compared to 2018. And also the World Bank report in September 2019 show Indonesia that no investment we are able to track due to trade war. I mean, all these things, I think you know the story. And of course, our neighboring countries, Vietnam, Malaysia, and Thailand has been able to get the investment diversion and both trade and investment diversion. So these are some of the issues, and that's why I think business has a very clear expectation why this becomes very, very important for Indonesia to do its major structural reform. And we have to open our hat for this government that they're able to do this and ratify by the legislation. So